Hey everybody, it's Adelia Kirchner with the Tennessee Conservative. I'm at the Capitol right now. You can see it up there. I'm sitting on the bottom of the long steps, which were reportedly a line was going all the way down pretty much on Homeschool Day, which was Tuesday this week. A bunch of homeschoolers in Tennessee came up to the Tennessee Capitol, and there was a big rally day program on the House floor. Several different representatives and senators spoke on homeschooling, whether it was the perspective of being a homeschool parent or just having homeschoolers in their constituent base. Senator Janice Bowling spoke, Representative Jody Barrett spoke, Senator Adam Lowe spoke. I'm not quite sure who else did, but I know they had a whole lineup and there was a choir and all sorts of things, and a bunch of real nice, respectful young people who come from homeschooling families served lawmakers lunch. All in all, I'd say that THEA, the Tennessee Home Educators Association, did a pretty good job this year. And I think they had their student congress going on too, where they have a bunch of young people pretty much do, like mock trial, but like they're legislators. So that's pretty cool. And I think they got to use the actual chambers for that. Anyways, so that was Tuesday. Really good turnout. What else happened this week? Oh, something you guys have been asking a lot in the comments, at least that I've seen, is about chemtrails and weather modification and things like that. And so I just wanted to fill y'all in on one of the bills that is regarding those things. Last year, during the 2023 legislative session, Tennessee lawmakers passed a bill which pretty much made it illegal to do chemtrails, to do geoengineering that was going to modify the weather. However, there was no consequences in that bill. It just simply made it illegal. And so this year, Representative Monty Fritz and Senator Janice Bowling, they brought legislation that would, I believe, have made it a Class A misdemeanor, and maybe it increased after that. I'm not quite too sure. You might have to go read our articles on that bill. Just go onto our website, type in geoengineering or weather modification, or I'm sure it'll come up. But anyways, they had a bill which would have put consequences in place for these companies that are, chemically modifying the weather in the Tennessee aerospace, whatever you want to call it. And that bill passed on the House floor this week, but it failed in the Senate. It failed in the Senate Energy Natural Resources Committee, something like that. So there's still no consequences in place in Tennessee law for violating the existing law, which says it's illegal to do that. So if you're in the comments on our posts going, what are they doing about the chemtrails, about the geoengineering? That's that. So you can go on our website and look that up, read the articles, look at the bill page, see who voted which way, and contact your lawmakers if that's something that concerns you, and it's something you care a great deal about. Contact your lawmakers. Make sure that they know you care, and if you've got a lot of good information about why you care, give it to them, because each one of these people up here, they're just one person, and they each have their own knowledge base, but I'm sure you don't know everything. I don't know everything. And so there's a lot of things that we have to get information on from other people. Another bill that is kind of important probably to a lot of you guys is Senate Bill 227. I don't remember the House bill number on that, but you can figure it out by, again, going to our website, TennesseeConservativeNews.com, and reading about this bill's journey through the legislature. Right now, I believe it's only moved in the Senate, but it did pass the Senate floor, so hopefully it'll start moving in the House. This bill was brought by Senator Brent Taylor, and what it does pretty much is it allows charitable organizations, or NGO, non-governmental organizations, to be held accountable, held liable, that's the right word, for the criminal or like violent actions of illegal immigrants who are being housed, whether that's, you know, in a rented space or like temporary housing or whatever, by these charitable organizations. So if a charitable organization is pretty much helping these people get housing and be part of a community or whatever, and those illegal immigrants go and they, you know, are part of violence and crime in the community, then those charitable organizations can be held accountable. So hopefully, I think the intent from Senator Taylor is that that will deter some of these charitable organizations from providing certain aid, or at the very least, that it will make sure that they are more thoroughly vetting the people that they are helping, to make sure that they're not aiding and abetting criminals in a way. So yeah, anyways, but I did get an interview with Senator Brent Taylor on that bill, so if you're interested in hearing about it from him, that video is on our social media, it's on our website, so go check it out. There's also a whole slew of other interviews that we've gotten with lawmakers this session. There's even one that our own Brandon Lewis did with Representative Jody Barrett recently, which gives you kind of an insider's look at what's going on with some of the behind-the-scenes politics, how some of our conservative legislators are struggling this year because of their values. So yeah, anyways, I'll sign off, but thank you guys for the support. Thank you for your readership, your listenership, everything. We hope that we're bringing you the information that you need to be able to make informed decisions, and to continue to dig in and research these issues for yourselves and to come to conclusions for yourselves. Thanks so much. Bye.